All right. You asked the question, so we can have the serious conversation. Yeah, I think we've got a serious issue and dangers with allowing young children to have social media accounts. I mean, we were just talking about this and having this conversation. So, as a 41-year-old man, yeah, I've had my fair share of ups and downs in life. I've dealt with most major issues that come up over the course of a 40-year-old life, right? Yet, even with all of my personal experience, I mean, I still struggle with insecurities, self doubt, imposter syndrome, etc. And a lot of that comes with and comes from social media. And I mean, recently, and again, we were just having this conversation, but recently, I've been focusing a lot on creating engaging content, videos, aiming to connect with more people online, whether it's through work, real estate, music, etc. But sometimes, really, instead of bringing me joy, it's been stressing me out and causing a lot of angst. I mean, I find myself constantly worrying about what others would think of me, just like I was a teenager all over again, questioning if I'm good enough. It's exhausting, right? And I know that if I'm dealing with that, then young people have got to be seriously, seriously dealing with that. So this experience recently has really just got me thinking about how, to be honest, thankful I am that I didn't grow up in the age of the internet and social media. When I was a teenager, bullying and peer pressure were confined to school and social gatherings, and sometimes maybe sporting events with my team playing baseball or whatever. But today, think about this. Those pressures are following kids home through text messages, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. I doubt young kids are on Facebook anymore, but all social media, it's following them home. I'm not sure that I would have had the strength to deal with that as a young person, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah, I think parents, now the caveat to this is I don't have kids of my own. I have nieces and nephews that I love as if they were my own, but I don't have kids. So that's the disclaimer here. But this is my PSA. Now, I was also, I'll give the caveat, I was a classroom teacher. So I taught middle school for 5 years. And so I've got my thumb on the pulse. I was a really good one, by the way. So I've got my thumb on the pulse of kind of what is good for kids, even though I don't have offspring of my own. So, yeah, I would say parents need to tread carefully when it comes to what our children have access to online. I mean, we may not know for decades, truthfully, how today's technology affects the minds and psyches of our youth. So, social media obviously can be a very powerful tool, but even for someone like me, it can be a source of immense pressure and a lot of anxiety, even for adults, especially kids. So, I think about young minds still developing. I think about the constant exposure to social media and what it can do and have the lasting effects that we don't even know about yet. So we really need to be mindful of the content that they consume and the interactions that they're having online with each other. Like as parents, we've really got to have our thumb on the pulse of the conversations that kids are having with other kids and what they're being exposed to from adults as well. So encouraging, of course, open conversations. I think that's a big part of it. Encouraging the open conversations about kids' online experiences and feelings and what they're going through so that they can talk about it because it's going to be crucial for young people's mental health and well-being down the road and to talk about what they're experiencing now as a kid. And ultimately, it's about protecting them. I mean, let's be honest. Let's ensure that they have the strength and the support to navigate this digital age safely. I hope, I have not taught, classroom taught in, gosh, almost 8 years. And so I know that the living in the digital age was kind of coming about with the social media dangers, et cetera. So I hope today it's still being taught how to live in this age safely because we owe it to them to be vigilant and proactive in guiding their online journey throughout every app that they use. So I think I'll probably get off my soapbox now. I appreciate we having this conversation. I hope you can use it well in all of your podcasts and stuff like that. But let's just get the message out to help kids grow up healthy and happy and both online and offline.